Have you ever sent money with Cash App, Venmo, or Apple Cash, and it says completed, but the money's nowhere to be found? Or maybe you're a DoorDash driver waiting for that payout, but it's still processing hours or even days later. Here's the truth most users never hear. Your money isn't lost. It's moving through a system you can't see, and every step adds a delay you weren't warned about. Today, we're breaking down what really happens when you send money through fintech apps, how it's different from a traditional bank, and what you can do if your funds get stuck in limbo. This is WIMMtv. Where is my money? Find out here and take it back. Fintech apps like Cash App, Venmo, Apple Cash, and even DoorDash payouts have changed the way we send, receive, and move money. They're fast, convenient, easy to use. But here's what most people don't realize. These apps aren't banks. They look like banks. They act like banks. But they're built differently, and that difference matters every time you send or receive money. In this video, we'll break down how fintech apps process your money, how they're different from traditional banks, why delays happen, and what really causes them, and what you can do when your money gets stuck in the system. By the end of this video, you'll understand where your money actually goes and how to take control when things go wrong. Let's start with Cash App. Cash App is a mobile payment service created by Square, Inc., now called Block, Inc. It was launched in 2013 as a simple way to send and receive money using just your phone. When Cash App first appeared, it offered free peer-to-peer payments between users. But over time, it expanded, adding features like a free debit card called the Cash Card, the ability to buy and sell Bitcoin directly in the app, stock investing without commissions, direct deposit for paychecks. Today, Cash App is used by over 50 million people in the US and UK. So why is it so popular? It's fast. Money moves instantly between Cash App users. It's easy. You don't need a bank account to get started, just an email or phone number. It feels modern. You get a sleek app, instant notifications, and no trips to the bank. But here's what most users don't realize. When you send money with Cash App, you're not sending it directly from your bank to theirs. Instead, your money passes through partner banks like Sutton Bank and through payment networks, clearinghouses, and internal systems before it finally reaches its destination. And every one of those steps, it's an opportunity for delays, blocks, or errors. That's why even when your app says completed, the money may still be waiting somewhere in the back-end systems. Next, let's talk about Venmo. Venmo is a mobile payment app owned by PayPal. It was launched in 2009 as a way for friends to split bills, pay each other back, and send money quickly, without cash or checks. One thing that made Venmo unique early on was its social feed. Every time you send or receive money, your friends can see a little description and emoji, unless you make it private. Over time, Venmo added features like the ability to pay select businesses using Venmo, a Venmo debit card tied to your balance, instant transfers to your bank for a small fee. Today, Venmo has over 80 million users in the US. So why is it so popular? It's social. People like seeing payment activity among friends. It feels fun and connected. It's easy to split bills, rent, or group expenses. It works with PayPal's network, adding trust and familiarity. But here's what most people don't realize. When you send money with Venmo, it doesn't immediately land in your friend's bank account. At first, the money sits in your Venmo balance or moves between Venmo's internal ledgers. If your friend wants it in their bank account, they have to transfer it manually, and that transfer goes through the ACH system, just like a regular bank transfer. And here's the catch. ACH transfers aren't instant. They can take 1 to 3 business days. Transfers initiated after cutoff times or on weekends get delayed until the next business day. So, even if Venmo says your payment is completed, the money may still be waiting inside the banking system, out of your control and out of sight. Now let's take a closer look at Apple Cash. Apple Cash is Apple's peer-to-peer payment system built directly into the iPhone's Wallet app. It was launched in December 2017 and is powered by Green Dot Bank, member FDIC. With Apple Cash, you can send and receive money through the Messages app, spend your balance anywhere, Apple Pay is accepted, transfer funds to your bank account. For many users, it feels seamless. You get paid in messages. The money shows up in your wallet, and you can tap your phone to pay for things instantly. But here's what most people don't realize. When you receive money through Apple Cash, it doesn't automatically go to your bank account. Instead, it stays inside your Apple Cash balance, a virtual debit card managed by Green Dot Bank. If you want to move that money to your bank, you need to manually transfer it. Wait 1 to 3 business days for a standard transfer, or pay a fee for an instant transfer. And just like Venmo or Cash App, that transfer moves through ACH or card payment networks, which means delays can happen at multiple points along the way, inside Apple's system, inside Green Dot Bank, or inside your receiving bank. So even though Apple's interface feels smooth, the money is still passing through hidden systems you can't see, and at any step, it can get slowed down, held, or delayed. Finally, let's talk about DoorDash payouts. DoorDash is best known as a food delivery platform, but for drivers called Dashers, it's also a financial system. When you deliver with DoorDash, you earn money for each order. That money builds up in your Dasher account, and you have 2 ways to get it. Weekly direct deposit, free. Fast pay, instant payout with a small fee. Fast pay sounds great. You finish a delivery, tap a button, and the money hits your debit card instantly. But here's what most Dashers don't realize. When you cash out with Fast Pay, the money doesn't go directly from DoorDash to your bank. It first passes through a payment processor, often partnered with Visa's debit networks, and may also rely on partner banks working behind the scenes. And if you're using weekly direct deposit, that transfer moves through the ACH system, which, like with other apps, takes 1 to 3 business days depending on weekends, holidays, and cutoff times. This means if there's a delay inside Visa's system or inside the partner bank processing payouts, your money gets held up even if DoorDash says they sent it. And if you're a Dasher relying on that money for gas, bills, or rent, that delay hurts, and you have no visibility into where the holdup is. Just like Cash App, Venmo, and Apple Cash, DoorDash's payout system is built on layers of partners, processors, and networks you can't see, and each layer adds another possible delay. Now, while we've focused on Cash App, Venmo, Apple Cash, and DoorDash payouts, they're just a few players in a much larger system. There's an entire ecosystem of fintech platforms moving your money, each promising speed, convenience, and control. But just like the apps we've covered, they all depend on partner banks, payment networks, and processing systems you can't see. Some other examples include Zelle, PayPal, Google Pay, Meta Pay for peer-to-peer payments, Chime, Varo, Revolut, Monzo for fully digital banking, Robinhood, Webble, Acorns, Stash for investing, Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna for buy now pay later purchases, Uber Instant Pay, Lyft Express Pay, Grubhub Instant Cash Out for gig worker payouts. Every one of these platforms feels fast and seamless on the surface. But underneath, They all move your money through hidden networks of partner banks, clearinghouses, and payment processors. And every step in that chain, another chance for delays, holds, or errors. So here's what we've learned. Whether you're using Cash App, Venmo, Apple Cash, DoorDash, or any fintech platform, your money isn't just moving instantly between you and the other person. It's passing through a series of hidden systems, partner banks, payment networks, clearinghouses, processors, and every layer adds time, complexity, and risk. That's why even when your app says completed, the money may still be stuck somewhere in the back end, waiting for the next step to clear. So what can you do when a transfer or payout gets delayed? Actionable tips. First, check the app's status page or social media. Sometimes the delay is system-wide or due to maintenance. Second, check the estimated arrival date inside your transaction history. Most apps show you an expected date for when the funds will hit your account. Third, confirm your bank details. Make sure the routing and account numbers are correct and match the type of account. Fourth, understand standard processing times. ACH transfers usually take 1 to 3 business days. Transfers after cutoff times or on weekends, holidays won't start moving until the next business day. Fifth, contact customer support with full documentation. Have your transaction ID, screenshots, and timeline ready. And finally, if a transfer is delayed far beyond the promised time and support doesn't resolve it, you can file a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, your state banking authority, or the app's partner bank. The key is knowing even if you're not using a traditional bank, you're still inside a banking system, just with different players and different rules. And once you understand how the system works, you're no longer their easy target. This is WIMMtv. Where is my money? Find out here and take it